You already held a compass. You had it all your life. So why are you still begging for a map? The fruit was never the answer. Your mind was. Your mind is already there to tell you wrong from right. Before Genesis, before the sermon, before your parents taught you manners, there was something in you that flinched when you lied. Something that softened when you showed mercy. Something that felt heavy after betrayal, even if no one caught you. We call it conscience. Psychology calls it moral institution. Your ancestors call it the inner witness, the observer. It's not taught, it's installed. You don't learn that hurting someone is wrong. You know the lesson. You just know. And the lesson just gives language to what your spirit already felt. A child doesn't need theology to know stealing is wrong. Take his toy and watch his or her face. A prisoner doesn't need a Bible to know murder is wrong. Lock him in a cell and ask him how it feels. So why do we act like humans are blank slates waiting for religion to download good versus evil? Why are we doing that? You see, you were born with the software, culture, religion, parents, they just updated it. But the core is already there. Factory installed, you dig? Why bother about the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil? That fruit story was never about an apple. It was about outsourcing your authority. The moment you believe, I cannot know right from wrong unless I eat from this tree, read this book, obey this prophet, follow this rule, you give away your power. But look at the cost of chasing that fruit. 1, we create shame. You're evil by nature. You're broken. You need us to fix you. Huh? A mind that's born guilty will never trust itself. A mind that doesn't need trust itself will always need a middleman. A mind that does not trust itself, I should say, will always need a middleman. Always. 2, we created confusion. One book says this is good. Another says it's evil. One pastor says yes. The other says no. And if you keep, understand me, if you keep looking for the fruit, quotes, by the way, outside of you, you'll spend your whole life in spiritual traffic. We created control. That's 3. Don't think, just obey. The fruit became a threat. Touch this and you'll be cursed. Huh? So generations stop trusting their own discernment and start waiting for instructions. But the joke is, you ate the fruit the moment you were born human. You ate the fruit when the spiritual world, the spiritual side of you took on the assignment of this low, third dimensional body in this realm of existence. You already know. You already feel. You already discern. The problem is not lack of knowledge, knowledge, to know the ledge, so you won't fall off into darkness. The problem is fear of trusting the knowledge that you have. And how often do we rebuff our inner compass to chase external rules? Every time we feel this is wrong, but we do it anyway because my pastor said it's okay. Every time we feel peace about a decision, but we destroy it because the scripture does not mention it directly. Every time we outsource morality to culture, trend, or tradition, then wonder why our soul feels empty. We bother about the fruit because it's easier than taking responsibility. If the rule is wrong, I can blame the rule. If my conscience is wrong, I have to face myself, and that's scarier than any hell. And how do we trust the mind you already have? Even religion call it carnal. 1. Distinguish fear from conscience. Fear shouts, rushes, condemns. Conscience is calm, steady, clear. This doesn't feel right. It's conscious. You go to hell if you do this. It's programming. Learn fucking difference. 2. Test by fruit, not by verse. Yahshua said it himself, when y'all call Jesus. You'll know them by their fruit. Does this choice make you more honest, more loving, more free, or more afraid, more fake, more trapped? That's your test. Not how many scriptures you can quote. Number 3, practice small obedience. Don't wait for big moral dilemmas. Practice listening to your mind when it says apologize, give this back, don't gossip. Inner small yes strengthens your inner judge. 4, forgive yourself for the past. Bad fruit. You made mistakes because you were untrained, not because you were evil. A mind that's shame cannot hear clearly. A mind that's love learns fast. Be gentle with yourself while you learn. 5, stop asking, what's the rule? Start asking, what is loving? Rules can be twisted and tangled. Love cannot. If your mind says this hurts someone, believe it, know it. That's the fruit ripening inside of you. And ultimately, truth and morality are not decided by ancient stories, but by principles and values that live beyond text. The principle is, you were not created empty. You were created aware. The truth is, good and evil are not fruits that you eat. They are choices you make, and you've been making them since childhood. The morality is, to deny your inner knowing is the real fall. To trust it and refine it is the real salvation. The real salvation. You see, integrity is when your private decisions match your public values. Not because of rules, but because of renaissance. Ending guilt is realizing you are never falling. You are always learning. An awake world is built by people who stopped waiting for a fruit and started trusting the mind God already gave them. So no. Understand me? No. You don't need to bother about the fruit anymore. You don't need to keep searching for knowledge that was never lost. The knowledge of good and evil is not in a garden. It's in your fucking gut, in your chest, and that quiet, I know better. Stop waiting for a tree. Start trusting the mind. Stop fearing the fruit. Start becoming the fruit. Wisdom, discernment, love in action. And I ask, what's the one time your mind told you this is wrong and you rebuffed it for a rule? What happened? And if you trusted your inner knowing 110% for 1 week, what would you stop doing? And what would you start? And do you believe humans are born evil or born aware? Why? Come in it raw. No theology flex, understand me? Just you and your compass. And share this bill if you're done chasing fruit and you're ready to trust the mind that you were born with. The truth is, The fruit is just a story. Your mind is real. Your mind is real. Use it. Continue to unlearn, relearn, and learn. Continue to evolve. Peace.